In the sprawling mythological world of the Norse gods, where thunder crashes and wolves chase the sun and moon, one figure stands apart, not for his wrath, but for his calm. Njord, or Njordur in Old Norse, is the powerful and often overlooked god of the sea, winds, fishing, wealth, and fertility. A member of the Vanir tribe of gods, Njord represents harmony with nature, the bounty of the ocean, and prosperity gained through peace rather than conquest. Njord's mythological roots are older than those of many of the Aesir gods, and some scholars believe he may be a remnant of an even earlier Indo-European Earthsea deity. He appears most notably in the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, where his role is quiet but crucial. Unlike Odin, Thor, or Loki, whose stories are filled with war, violence, and trickery, Njord's influence lies in the stable, life-sustaining forces that keep civilizations afloat: favorable weather, calm waters, rich harvests, and economic abundance. Njord is one of the Vanir, a tribe of gods associated with fertility, nature, and prosperity. The Vanir and the Aesir once warred in a great cosmic conflict, a foundational story in Norse mythology. Eventually, the two groups made peace by exchanging hostages. Njord and his children, Freyr and Freya, went to live in Asgard with the Aesir, while others from the Aesir were sent to live among the Vanir. This exchange was not just political, it was spiritual. Njord's presence among the Aesir brought a balancing force of peace, plenty, and respect for the natural world. Njord is best known as the father of Freyr, the god of fertility and kingship, and Freyja, the goddess of love, beauty, and magic. Their mother remains unnamed in most sources, though some speculate she may have been Nerthus, a Proto-Germanic earth goddess. The twin birth of Freyr and Freya speaks to Njord's fertility and his close association with the rhythms of nature. Unlike many Norse gods who earn their status through battles or clever schemes, Njord's power is ancestral and elemental. One of Njord's most famous myths involves his unhappy marriage to Skadi, a mountain giantess and huntress. After the gods killed her father, Skadi stormed Asgard seeking revenge. As a form of recompense, she was allowed to choose a husband from among the gods, but only by looking at their feet. She chose Njord, mistaking his clean, beautiful feet for those of the handsome god Balder. Their marriage was short-lived and unhappy. Skadi longed for the cold, mountainous regions of her home, while Njord yearned for the sea. They attempted to compromise, spending 9 nights in each location, but their homesickness for their native environments eventually drove them apart. This myth speaks to the deep connection each god had to their elemental domain, and how even divine love cannot overcome nature's pull. Njord's domain was Noatun, the shipyard or enclosure of ships, a place by the sea where he ruled over maritime activity. Sailors and fishermen prayed to Njord for safe voyages and plentiful catches. In a seafaring culture like that of the Norse, this made him one of the most practically revered gods. He was the calming force in a volatile world, the gentle wind that filled the sails instead of tearing them. Njord was also seen as a bestower of wealth. In the Norse worldview, prosperity was closely tied to the land and the sea. A good harvest, a full net of fish, and favorable trade winds were all divine gifts. Njord's ability to calm storms and provide bounty made him a crucial figure for both farmers and merchants. Some kings even claimed descent from Njord to legitimize their rule, tying divine favor directly to political authority. Interestingly, Njord was destined to survive Ragnarok, the Norse apocalypse. While many of the Aesir gods meet their end in this final cosmic battle, Njord is fated to return to the Vanir and continue on in the renewed world. This speaks to his enduring nature, not as a god of conflict, but as a god of continuity. Where gods of war fall, the god of peace endures. Though he may not have the fame of Odin or the explosive power of Thor, Njord holds a vital place in Norse mythology. He is the breath between storms, the tide that nourishes instead of drowns, the god whose wealth is not hoarded gold, but the abundance of the natural world. In an age where nature was both revered and feared, Njord was a symbol of its gentler face. Modern practitioners of Norse-inspired spirituality continue to honor Njord for his calming presence and his connection to the sea. He represents balance, prosperity, and the quiet power of living in harmony with the earth. In a mythology often dominated by violence and doom, Njord reminds us that peace, fertility, and natural rhythm are just as divine, and perhaps even more enduring.